Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP as we do see some major things unfolding. And man, I have a lot of stuff to talk about because this is very, very exciting. Things are happening at a very rapid pace right now in terms of a lot of, partnerships and confirmation stuff. So let's just jump into it. But before we fully jump in, I just want to ask if you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit that like, subscribe, and turn notifications on, as it does help the channel grow immensely, and I do greatly appreciate it. Now, what is the end goal with XRP? Well, first off, we've always discussed from a David Schwartz standpoint that they want to allow everything in the world in terms of transactional payments and all that kind of stuff to move more efficiently, move, at a nice pace at a smooth rate. It's all transparent, it's all very easy to do, and we really want to disrupt the idea of Swift as well, because Swift is using pre-approved payments that are extremely outdated, and the liquidity problem is a very big issue right now with those Nostro Vostro accounts. So XRP has a great vision behind it and a ton of use cases behind it as well. So when we're talking about the end goals here, we're obviously talking about it being adopted into these major other platforms like Mastercard, Visa, and so forth, and we're going to be talking about why we have some major connections to Mastercard, and we have confirmation essentially that they are working together. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and let's jump in. So first off, if you guys are interested in more so of my portfolio insights, I do plan on updating this website today with 3 new videos that are going to be very in-depth on a few things. This crypto trading bundle pack is the pretty much best deal for your buck right now. It includes everything on the site as well as all feature content for free. So you guys definitely want to look into this if you guys are interested into something like that. But with that being said, you guys don't need to buy anything on this website. So let's move on. Let's go to this first. So this Ripple SEC case has been the big talk for a very long time, nearing almost 1 whole year. Now, when we're talking about this, we are seeing a major uprising within the crypto space. We actually see here the Ripple case seems to be going better than expected. Meanwhile, the SEC is realizing that attacking crypto is politically unpopular because it harms consumers. We actually see here the irony is that the people they are supposedly protecting are the ones attacking them. And this is coming from Brian Armstrong, who is the CEO and co-founder of Coinbase, if you guys haven't already. And when we're talking about this, this is the truth, right? Nobody who is invested into XRP is supporting this SEC lawsuit. If you are, I don't know what is wrong with you, because this lawsuit does absolutely nothing but stifle innovation and pretty much stop all adoption in the US for crypto at this point, or at least XRP, I should say. And we could clearly see the major attacks that they are doing for, crypto. They want to attack the DeFi space. They don't want DeFi to succeed. And it's a very clear, evident idea on why they want that. It's all for control and to keep the monetary value flowing through banks and pretty much to have control of it. So with that being said, I think that this is great. I think that this SEC case is backfiring. I think, the very own individuals that they're trying to protect are the ones that they are hurting the most. And I think that that is absolutely terrible. And soon we will not have to worry about this SEC case. I think clarity is coming sooner than most people expect it. Now we also see here, boom, 10/25/21. CEO Jane Fraser says it's clear that digital assets will be part of the financial services and financial markets, the future of them, right? Citibank extends partnership with Ripple-powered Volante's Volpay back in January of this year, actually. Now listen closely to what Jane is saying here, actually.
Jane, I want to ask you about another huge topic, and that is crypto and decentralized finance. And I guess I want to, as a CEO, I can ask you sort of the big strategic question. How do you view this nascent incipient world that is obviously affecting your bank and your business, and how do you plan and move forward?
A topic we spend a lot of time discussing with many of our partners and clients as well. So I think you start off with a premise. It's clear that digital assets will be in part of the financial services and financial markets, the future of them. We already see clients very active in the space. Real-time payments are both in the sense of they're frictionless, they'll become more global, they'll become ubiquitous. real-time payments will be here in the near term, and digital currency is maybe part of that future. We see benefits from the digital asset space, instant processing, fractionalization, programmability, and transparency. Very geeky words for, geek like me, I love them. But those are very tangible benefits that come from it. I would say we're proceeding thoughtfully and with appropriate caution here. Why is that? There's still a lot of questions about how the space evolves, around regulatory clarity, around some of the scalability, around resiliency, certainly around some transparency, and making sure that there are the appropriate guardrails in the system, particularly for our retail clients. We don't want them participating in areas that they're not necessarily as well equipped to understand the risks of. So for me as a CEO, I'm working to connect our clients to wallets. We're enabling our businesses and our corporate clients to accept consumer payments. We're building the infrastructure for retail real-time payments, but we're doing so cautiously because the space is moving so quickly.
And that is the confirmation of, first off, the space is moving extremely fast, one. But also, it's the confirmation that we need regulatory clarity for a lot of adoption to happen. And that is going to happen very, very fast. Once we get clarity, it's game over. And it's clear that crypto is going to be fostered into major networks like, for example, Citibank. Again, Volante's Pay or Volpay with Ripple is also a massive connection to Citi, by the way. So I wouldn't be surprised if Citigroup had a little bit of exposure to XRP or Ripple. And I'm just saying right now, with regulatory clarity, it's going to be a huge game changer. Now we also see here, this is really how the end game looks, right? Now, several hundred partners in 55 countries, that was set up with fiat, but now accelerating that network into XRP on demand liquidity. It's coming, and it is. It's happening very, very fast as well. Just so you guys know, look at this. Breaking, UAE has now started to use XRP. Today, Ripple announced its continuing contribution to this hotbed of fintech innovation with the first ever in-market on-demand liquidity deployment in the Middle East. And if you guys haven't seen a lot of stuff happening, here you go. Ripple continues to build momentum in MENA with first on-demand liquidity deployment in the Middle East. This is through Pipel, or I believe it's Pipel, right? So this is a huge, innovation to happen again through the ODL service. That on-demand liquidity service is such a massive use case. I've discussed why, and this is really going to accelerate the momentum that they're already on. And again, it's all. When we're talking about what's happening, okay, around the world, this is so huge. I don't think people realize how big ODL actually is. I've broken it down, I've discussed it, and I've discussed how it bleeds into XRP's price appreciation as well. End goals, we could be seeing a very, very high-priced XRP. We also see here, just in, Ripple partner American Express and Goldman Sachs provide payment solution for corporations. Telling you, things are moving so extremely fast within the crypto community. Crypto itself is going to be adopted very, very soon for major markets like the B2B payment market, cross-border market, P2P, and so many more. Also, if you guys haven't looked into, a lot of the connections within Mastercard, well, definitely go watch this video by XRP_owl or King Solomon. Now, I actually seen this before I got into the back stuff, but this is very, very interesting to say the least. We do see here, don't blink, you might miss it. MasterCard is rolling out crypto to millions of users via Backed. All the patents we've been finding hold merit. Finostra, RippleNet XRP just partnered with Backed for crypto 2 weeks ago. Kind of makes you wonder. Now, with this, we look at things that are happening right now with MasterCard. First off, we do see here, MasterCard says any bank or merchant on its vast network can soon offer crypto services. We actually see here is preparing to announce that any of the thousands of banks and millions of merchants on its payments network can soon integrate crypto into their products. We also see here this includes Bitcoin wallets, credit and debit cards that earn rewards in crypto and enable digital assets to be spent, and loyalty programs where airline or hotel points can be converted into Bitcoin. To do so, the payments network is partnering with Bakkt, the crypto firm recently spun off by Intercontinental Exchange. We also see here which will be the behind-the-scenes provider of custodial services for those who sign up, executives at the two firms told CNBC. Now we actually see here Finostra with Bakkt announced plans to enable crypto trading for community banks and credit unions. Now the big link with Finostra is the fact that they are also partnered with Ripple. This goes back to October 9th, 2019. Ripple to bring blockchain technology to Finostra's banking customers. There's a lot of connections here, and when we're talking about this, this all leads back to Mastercard. Finostra and Bakkt are working together. Mastercard and Bakkt are working together. Bakkt is such a huge, asset, or I should say not even an asset, but a marketplace itself, because it is such a huge connection to crypto with fiat. It's essentially a link to them, or a bridge, if you will say it. Again, this is so huge when we're talking about how many millions of people will now have exposure to crypto. This allows for a lot of retail adoption. This allows for a lot of retail exposure to assets like, XRP. I understand that they mentioned Bitcoin, but we're also going to see XRP at some point in time be a number one choice for a lot of people as well. Maybe we won't be able to buy XRP at some point in time in the future if it gets a monetary value or something like that. But when we're talking about the main use cases behind this, it all leads back to this. Okay, the end goal is to connect all of these areas around the world, kind of move away from fiat, if you will, and essentially move into the idea of, and by the way, this individual here, which is Brooks Entwistle, I believe, I hope that I said his name right, he is the VP and MD at APAC and MENA. And if you actually listen into this, let's just listen real quick.
We really set this network up on fiat, classic fiat network. But what we're able to do now, this is really the end game, is what can we do to turn that on with blockchain technology and cryptocurrency to even accelerate that network. So we have a product called On-Demand Liquidity, which is effectively using XRP, the digital assets, to settle between members of the network, between big corridors on that network. And again, do so in a way that has been highlighted today, that we can track who sent it, who received it, when did that happen, irrefutable, in a way that's faster, cheaper, and greener. And so we're really excited about this. We are doing this in building a big APAC headquarters in Singapore because we happen to think this is one of the great cities in the world to do so. Talent standpoint, market standpoint, APAC is a huge market for us. I also look after MENA, which is an incredibly important market as well, and the two are linked as far as trade flows and payment flows.
And again, right? End goal is to streamline all these fiat-backed markets, these fiat-backed countries, and streamline it into a new world. That is accelerating these networks with the XRP on-demand liquidity. Several hundred partners in 55 countries, all set up with fiat. This is the end game. On-demand liquidity. That is the end game. It's saying it right here. We know what this is going to, hold for us. This is a huge, again, adoption and innovative pretty much update for us, because this is confirming that on-demand liquidity continues to win no matter what the SEC is trying to stifle. And on-demand liquidity is going to provide so much value to XRP, and it's going to be such a huge innovative technology at scale once it is adopted by many, many, many countries out there. So I'm very excited for this. In terms of Mastercard, I would say that this has strong links to, Ripple and XRP. Will I go as far as saying Mastercard is working with XRP and Ripple? No, but it is definitely working with their partners. And when we're talking about these partners working with, XRP and also Mastercard, there's at least some exposure there. And when we're talking about MasterCard and Visa, I've already discussed how they could benefit from working with a DLT technology, because at scale, when MasterCard and Visa scales, they also lose revenue because they have to pay for the scalability factors. And with something like XRP, they wouldn't have to pay for those scalability options. So I wouldn't be surprised if MasterCard plus Ripple happened at some point in time in the future, but I think that this is a huge linkage, and I think that this is massive when you're looking at the bigger picture, and that is, digitization throughout these major markets, and I'm very, very excited for that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This is Nick. Peace out, guys.